Racing fans, hello and welcome to Trackside, proudly brought to you by World Sports Betting. Bet with the best. Bet with WSB, a leader in the anti-post betting market and of course the fixed odds betting market as well. It's a busy show for this weekend. I trust that everybody is well. Looking forward to this weekend. Of course, it is Scottsville's major race day on the racing calendar. It is a feast of Group 1 races, and we just heard prior to the recording of this show that the meeting has now been moved from Saturday the 5th of June to Sunday the 6th of June. So keep an eye out for scratchings, etc. And well, we're going to keep our selections the same. We've had a look at the weekend's racing, and we're going to keep our selections as is. We've got a treble for this weekend show featuring all three race meetings. That's Scottsville, Turpentine and Kenilworth. We've got one per meeting for that treble. And then I'll single out Jackpot 1 at Scottsville, which will now take place on Sunday. I think that Group 1 of features could certainly pay well in Jackpot number 1. I think without further ado, let's have a look at our top 3 for the weekend, and that treble will be up on World Sports Betting. And as always, shop around. You will get no better price on this treble, which will be up. Our first of our 3 horses will come up now at Kenilworth, and that will be race number 6, and a horse called Universe Boss. It'll be Brett Crawford and Callan Marie that will team up. And a horse that didn't show much in his first 2 starts over shorter, 14 and 1600 meters, but since they've put him over ground, the improvement has been clear to see. He finished third over 1800 meters at Durbanville. He then on to finish a running on third at Kenilworth over 2000 meters. And then last time out, again it was at Kenilworth over 1800 meters. And just like his penultimate start, well, he ran on too late when fourth over 1800 meters. The way he's been racing and the way the stable have brought him along, I have no doubt that he's going to appreciate the extra distance, and he should relish this 2400 meter trip. How far back he's going to be this time round? Well, I'm hoping that Callan Murray, who's now got to know this individual, is not going to be as far back as he's been at his last 2 starts. He'll be within striking distance. I'm hoping the stamina kicks in over the final 400 meters, and he looks like the right horse in the right field, number 1, Universe Boss. So he's going to be the first of our Trackside treble. Next, we're going to go to Scottsville on Sunday. Of course, this meeting now moved from Saturday to Sunday, and it'll be race number 2, and we're going with a horse that debuted on the 16th of May at Greyville, and there was noise for this horse. There was big talk prior to the race for a horse called Aristocracy, and the support in the betting market was certainly there. The confidence was there to back up the talk. Started off in the red, and it's never easy. It is never easy for any horse to make a winning debut at any center in the country, no matter how much they show back home. But I think more especially when you're going around the turn, and Greyville's never an easy track. It's a tight track. Luck in running is paramount. And this horse, he made a creditable introduction. I'm sure the connections, whilst they may have been disappointed that he did not win on debut, they would have been really pleased that he finished a decent second behind the more experienced Prince Chariot. And in that race, if you watch the replay, he was still green around the turn. He was being urged along by jockey Lyle Hudson. And even at the top of the straight, he was asked early at the top of the straight to run. And he ran all the way to the line. He just found one bet on the day. No doubt that debut run is going to bring him on a ton of Aristocracy. And now that he's going around the turn, of the race runners, he's a clear standout. And if there's nothing special amongst the unraced horses in the race, I'm expecting this horse to win, and win well. That's race 2, number 2, Aristocracy. And then the treble will be closed off at Turpentine on a Sunday. Now we'll be racing alongside Scottsville, and I'm going with a horse that must be the most improved horse in the country, or one of the most improved horses in the country. Arrived in Gauteng. When did he arrive? He arrived on the 12th of January 2021, and in the space of January, February, March, April, May, in a space of 4 months, he's seen his merit rating go from a 70 to a 101. He's had 8 runs for 6 wins, a second and a third, and he's just been an absolute revelation for St. John Gray. In fact, one of those wins did come at his last start, which was the Gold Bowl as well. And he's a useful stayer. He's turned his career around. And he gets on superbly well with Samanga Kumalo, who's got a fantastic relationship and strike rate with him. But now with Samanga engaged to ride at Scottsville on the day, I think just keep a lookout for the jockey change there on number 2, Don't Look Back is the horse. And yeah, over this distance, although it's a Pinnacle Stakes and he doesn't find himself at the top in the best weighted column, just the way he's going and the form that he's in, I think against this type of field you could see him win again. Number 2, Don't Look Back. So he's the horse that we're hoping will close off our trackside treble. Just to recap that treble, we're going with Universe Horse at Kenilworth, Scottsville, Varistocracy, and then Turpentine, Don't Look Back. And that will be our trackside treble for the weekend. Well, I mentioned we're going to do a jackpot. That's a Group 1 feature jackpot. The Allen Robertson, the Gold Medallion, the South African Filly Sprint, and of course the Golden Horse Sprint. All that will begin in race number 5 on Sunday now, with that race meeting being postponed. And in leg number 1 of that jackpot, we're going with 4 horses. And the runners that I'll be included: number 4, Sheila, Mike Azzi and Samanga Kumalo, 2 from 2, the winner of the nursery. Number 2, Sounds of Warning, really been impressed with this individual. Sean Terry and Lyle Hudson, 2 from 2, winner of the Stolizia, had a run at the track, so that is a big plus for Sounds of Warning. 7, Under Your Spell, the stable companion, not leaving that one out. And number 12, Heaven's Girl, the winner of the Fillies nursery. So 4, 5, 9 and 12 in leg 1 of that jackpot. Leg 2 of the jackpot, which is the Gold Medallion, again going with 4 horses. 6, Pyromaniac, 2 from 2, Terry and Hewitson, a horse that's highly thought of by the yard. 10, Good Traveller, unbeaten in 3 starts. That'll be Grant van Niekerk and Glenn Kotson. 11, Gimme a Prince, a horse that came to the track with a big reputation first time out, and he certainly delivered in a big way. That's Keegan DeMello and Dean Kannemeyer. And 12 is Ambiorix, this is Vaughan Marshall, and this horse also I think demands the utmost respect. Luke Ferraris will ride for Vaughan there on Ambiorix. And then to the South African Filly Sprint. Well, there's 2 ways of playing this jackpot. Many will be looking towards True to Life, who brings solid Gauteng sprint form into the race, and that's Van Vieren and Lerina. But I'm going to play Tabita on the day, and we're going with 8 horses in numerical order. 1, Hello Winter Hello. 2, Love Bomb. 3, Sarah. We've included number 4, True to Life, will be the favorite. Sing for Rafa gets a mention, horse number 6. Venici, horse number 10. Then we move along to Sweet Future, which is horse number 14, and Tropic Sun, horse number 16. So a lot of horses there in that South African Filly Sprint. And then how do we close off this jackpot 1 in the Golden Horse Sprint? Well, this looks to be an absolute minefield with the weights from top to bottom. You can make a case for a number of horses. The meeting changed, the rain is about in the capital, Pietermaritzburg. The horses I've included: 9 runners in numerical order. 1, Eden Rock. 2, Vaz Vicky. 3, Chimichurri Run. 9, Bohica. 10, MK's Pride. 11, Casimir. 13, Ultra Magnus. 16, Battle Force. And I've saved the best for last. Yes, I've saved the best for last because I am going to be tipping a 25 to 1 shot the last time I had a look at the betting as my top choice in the race. Number 14, Captain Tatters. Yes, he ran in the Work Riders race last time out. He looked to be an absolute pointer at the weights, but things did not go according to plan. and on his best form, on his best Cape form, against a certain Rio Carrari, carrying 52 kgs in this field, now having had a run at Scottsville, would have brought him on as well. That's going to be an inclusion for me, and my top choice in the Golden Horse Casino Sprint, or should I say the Golden Horse Sprint, as it's called in the book. So in numerical order, 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 and 16, with my preference being a 25-to-1 shot in Captain Tatters. So that will be Jackpot 1 on a Sunday. Now I'll give you a recap on those numbers. It'll be 4, 5, 9 and 12, by 7, 10, 11 and 12, by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 10, 14 and 16, by 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 13, 14 and 16. And that poem is a costly 1,152 Rand, but the way that I've played it, and you just need to get 2 results in that jackpot and you're in for a very handsome dividend. Well, what else is happening on World Sports Betting? Well, I can tell you there's lots happening. We still got the Wild Wednesdays promotions in store, but something that was just launched, it's for Europe, a UEFA a competition. It's a promotion, and you can win your share of 5 million Rand. It's the UEFA Euro Predictor. All you need to do is enter online, and if you're an account holder, entry is free. You got 1 entry that's absolutely free. You can win your share of 5 million Rand. And if you think that you can predict the results of the first round, all 36 matches, and then you get it all right, you get all 36 right, you can win 3 million Rand. That's what I'm told. That's the grand prize for predicting the first round matches. That is the results of the first round, but you still stand a chance to win lots of money during that promotion in a prize pool of 5 million Rand. And then more importantly, now leading up to the Vodacom Durban July, well, World Sports Betting has secured the services of 2 gentlemen to be on their panel alongside myself, Deez Dayanand, and all this will take place. Diarize the date. It'll take place on Sunday, the 27th of June at 6 o'clock, but we'll give you the exact details closer to the date, but it is confirmed. 27th of June will be the World Sports Betting Vodacom Durban July panel discussion. I mentioned we've secured 2 gentlemen. Well, it's going to be champion jockey-elect Lyle Hudson, and of course champion trainer-elect, the way he's going, will be Justin Snaith, and they'll be alongside me in that Vodacom Durban July panel discussion. And it's going to be the card call as well that evening. What is the card call about if you haven't attended one? Well, it will be price boosters for the Vodacom Durban July like you haven't seen before. The best prices in town will be given for a limited period of time on the 27th of June. I think that's a wrap of the show for now, and I trust that everybody is well. As I mentioned, enjoy this weekend's racing, and wish you all the best with whatever punts and betting that you're taking. And all that's left for me to say is, on behalf of World Sports Betting, thanks to all the punters, but more especially and more importantly, you, the valued customer. Until next week, you take care. For myself, Deez Dayanand, Salani Gashle.